Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be tuning in from. Yes, I'm getting all situated still. I'm having a lot of fun getting myself reset. Do you ever find yourself having challenges getting reset and thinking you've got everything under control and then discover, oh, maybe I don't have everything under control? Well, that's definitely been me this last week. I've been doing a lot of reviews um, and it's not reviews on other people, but actually internal reviews of what I've been going through and seeing how much I've learned and how much I can do versus how much I say that I can do. I started out with signing up to take care of this storage unit. Okay, that's kind of where I'm going with this week. That's why I talk about immediately about the storage unit that really it's been a subject for my friends and some family members to kind of take a look at reality and what can be taken care of. Now, as many know, storage, depending on where you're at, can be excruciatingly expensive. Unless, of course, you do with family or friends, etc. But if you do with general places that business, well, it can cost dearly. And that's what was going on. We finally discovered that after 2 years of doing a storage unit, it cost roughly $2,400 for 11 by 10 storage unit. Now, you might be saying, well, where are we going with this? That's exactly where I'm going with this. I'm going to be posting some pictures and stuff on my Instagram page because there's before and after pictures. With fibromyalgia, you can get so overdone and so overwhelmed thinking, oh, I can do this, oh, I can do that. And you know what? Everybody has their limitations. And those with fibromyalgia, those with chronic pain, chronic fatigue, those with debilitating health issues, it's especially important to know your limits, to know, okay, what can I do versus what my mind thinks I can do. And when I was signing up for the storage unit thing, I wasn't thinking about what I can do or what I can't do. I thought I can take care of it, no big deal. Now, mind you, I had seen the stuff that was going into the storage unit quite some time ago, but I didn't see the full on spectrum of everything. And everybody was trying to tell me that there's a lot of stuff that was going in there. And I was like, yeah, no big deal. And I was pretty accurate-ish. And I'll explain in just a moment. Because remember, the place that I was doing this at, okay, was I had seen everything. I had seen the smaller boxes. I had seen the books. I had seen the collections. I had seen everything overall, but I hadn't seen it put together. So when it did get put together, why I noticed that a few things were missing. I noticed that a few things were off, and I made comments to this, but I wasn't there. And that's what I kept getting upset with everybody about. You're asking me to come in, you're asking me to take care of these things, but yet for lack of a better description, I'm like a fish out of water. I'm looking inside the fishing bowl and I'm on the outside and I have no clue. I mean, I'm going based on what I've seen, not what is actual, which is really a difficult thing when you're dealing with these issues that are going on and acknowledging what you can do versus what others can do. So when I went in there, I started to clean out the storage, and I started to really go through all of this boxes, discovering I remembered packing up a bunch of it myself, and it was a ton of medical stuff that was expired. it was, some of it was too bad to be used. I mean, dust, danders, etc. So I took all of that and I put it all away into trash bags to go to trash. It was just not good. It was not healthy. And then another bag I put together of all papers. And I couldn't get rid of it in a proper manner. And it was really just getting to my inner, just like, oh man, this is just not cool. So anyways, it got taken care of, and told them that I wanted to also deal in my works and get myself taken care of and get my situation done with. The problem is that for as much as I was trying to, every time I got back, not really taking in the limitations to myself, I realized I was in pure exhaustion. I could not do the storage unit and give it everything and take care of me and be able to allow my body the time to recoup, because with fibromyalgia as well as with other health issues, I mean, there's so many health issues that are chronic fatigue, chronic pain, chronic illness, chronic, and mentally, oh my gosh, mentally it was so exhaustive and so draining and so challenging. And it's very difficult to say, yeah, you're going to do it, and then discover that, oh my gosh, this is way worse than I had ever thought it would be, which is exactly what happened. So I had to stop. I had to finish it off. But I also discovered underneath I was getting upset because my boundaries, my expectations for me were not being taken care of. I was taking care of this thing, but I wasn't being able to take care of me. I was being told, you have to take care of this, you have to. And then all these flooded of memories came back to me. You can't do this. No. You whatever you want, you have to put it on hold because you have to take care of this. This is priority. And if you can't take care of this priority thing, you're going to go to jail. And I mean this literally. If you don't take care of this thing, you're going to go to jail. If you start thinking this way, that's your issue, but that's not how you think. You need to think this way. And if you don't think this way, that's your problem. You're going to have to think this way. If it's not true, that doesn't matter. It's true. And I know that sounds confusing, but it's the truth. And that's exactly what I mean by it. It was not just, it was confusing even for me living in it. So if you're feeling confused, it's real. I get it. My issue was that I was being told, no, you don't think that way. You have to think this way. And if you don't think this way, that's your problem. You have to think this way. There is no other way to think. Hold it. It was leading my muscles and my mind and my everything with the unit itself, made me deal with the fact that I had been told before to take care of things, and then I would be able to do. I also want to apologize ahead of time that it seems like my video is a little bit off, and I'm discovering that I do have something going on in my system, and I'm not techie, but I have a feeling I might have a couple of viruses in my system. So if it seems a little bit off, that's why. I'm going to get it figured out. I'm just having to catch up from everything, Okay, so while taking care of all of these things, I was planning on getting some work done for me. Never happened. I was planning on getting some posts done. Never happened. I was planning to do some mental illness awareness and fibromyalgia awareness, because those are both awarenesses for the month of May. Never happened. So my frustration has been that the awarenesses of mental health have been kind of drained. And it's because things that are other things are being pulled into, like, oh, this is more important than whatever you decide. This is more important than whatever you think you need to do. And boundaries are being ignored. So I am currently working on putting together a program. It's been in the works for several years now. And I am working on getting things straightened up and fixed up and going to get it done and putting this storage nightmare to rest. Um, Even though I didn't get to accomplish my desires and my goals during my time out, at least it was a good self-discovery that I have to put the brakes on somewhere. Um, so I'm continuing from here and getting some different things done. I'm also looking at creating a new channel for this little lady. So pretty, so beautiful. It's so irresistible. She's just so full of energy. A typical energetic little pup. She's very, very busy. And my Yorkie Bella is keeping my life filled right now, quite full, and teaching me a lot. I've only had her, for 13 days now. And she's been teaching me a lot already. She's changing color and helping me to realize that sometimes change is not a bad thing. So, here's to learning to set boundaries for yourself, keeping straight exactly where you want to be, what you want to do, and acknowledging that to be okay. Here's to set a new path to a new you, a new desire, a new setting. What do you want to do for you? Think on that, because learning what you can do versus what you want to do, understanding your body and working with it. I really learned on the SMART goals and setting SMART goals. And I may be teaching on that in the near future because it was so incredibly powerful. So until next time, you take care and we'll talk later.